Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back again to the Eternal Flames. This is Blaze speaking. Okay, so, been a while since I've actually done a build that I'm actually going to show you guys how to build. But I'm going to kind of work through this one with you guys. And I'm still doing kind of trials and error with this one, but we'll see how things go. If you guys want to make improvements, keep in mind that I'm trying to keep to basics. So, we're going to keep to a certain level, and we're going to stick to it. In this case, Tier 3. And we're going for a tank. Now if you notice, I've already got myself a basic frame, and this is how I start all of my builds, and then I build off of them accordingly. So we're going to start with 5 across at the beginning, and then we're going to go 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. That's 11 up and down. Okay, follow the arrow and you'll have that one. Next off, we're going to go 11 side to side. This means 5 across from that last block on either side. Okay. Now, why am I using heavy blocks when I'm making a tank? You still want to be cautious. You don't want this thing to flip over by accident, even if you're using treads. And oh man, are treads heavy. But we'll keep to that. We're going to go ahead and switch over to our tier 3 blocks now. And we're going to go, about 5 down the line. And kind of fill in with these green blocks. Well, are they green or teal? They seem more teal to me. Maybe it's just me. Okay. So now that we've got, these 5 across, right? We're gonna, yeah, 5 across. We're gonna go ahead and fill in the rest of this area. And we're more or less going to try our best to kind of make a good base here. Keep in mind, this is just a base. It's the very bottom chassis. It's not meant to look like much. What we're hoping to do is build a decent sized tank. Now keep in mind, I am a decently high level, so if I go over a certain cube number that you guys can't reach, feel free to kind of tone it back a bit. This is just my personal build. And we'll test this thing out together and see how it works. Okay, so we got the basics. We want our treads. These are the biggest part of our tank, and they're very important. So, there we go. And boom. So, if you didn't notice where I put those, they're about 3 in. And, once again, 3 in. 3 in on both ends. Pretty simple, right? Oh, sorry, it's 2 in. My bad. 2 in. Scratch that. I'm sorry. That's my fault. Now what you could do is, if you want to make sure you have a good note as to where those are, you could take out these green blocks and fill them with these right here, and now you know for a fact where it's connected. Concerning the way treads work though, if you notice, I can take that block out and it's still connected, or that shouldn't be right. Anyways, you should be able to figure stuff out. Okay. So, there we go. Plop in these. Okay. Now, we want to put our guy right about in here. Boom. Simple enough, right? If you want, you can move him forward a bit. Doesn't really matter. I'd say we want to keep him as armored as possible, right? So, next thing we're going to do is we're going to more or less trap our little buddy right in there. So we want 2 blocks to either side of this guy. For those of you who missed where this is placed, it's about 4 blocks from the back. So 1 2 3 4, plop it down. Okay. And then we'll do like this, and we're good to go. Okay. Now we need him completely encased. We want nothing to hit this guy. So we're going to build it 1 block above, right? And then we'll top it off right there. There we go. Now he's pretty much sealed in a little casing. At this point, trying to get to him, they're gonna need some major firepower. Now, let's go ahead and get this thing really going. Okay. So, we're gonna go ahead and pop this up one level. And I'm gonna move this block right here. Let's go ahead and start adding some glass blocks. Now I know we want him sealed up tight, but at the same time I got a thing for a little bit of an aesthetic. You know, it's gotta be somewhat aesthetically pleasing, otherwise I don't feel right. I am an artist at heart. If you don't believe me, check out the rest of my channel. Okay, so now we've got that. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, well actually, yeah, we did want that. Okay. Let's go ahead and fill in the rest of this. Okay. And then we'll go... Let's fill this into the wheels. Alright, alright, alright. We're getting this thing going. Now keep in mind that these gray bits are going to be your weak points. Okay? If you want to cover those things up, go for it. I actually highly recommend it, if at all possible. Okay. Now that we've got that going, we're going to go ahead and give this guy a bit of a pointy nose. There we go. And then we'll come over here and kind of mimic that same decision. Now, why am I doing this? Supposedly, now I'm not quite sure if this is true or not, but supposedly doing these mild angles like this, right, is supposed to, right, I'm don't quote me on this, supposed to divert damage. Now, I really don't know if that's true or not, but definitely looks a lot nicer in my opinion. Okay. And then we want these corner blocks. And we'll put corner glass blocks here. Okay. Then we fill in these bad boys. And then we want... if you see what I did wrong, you'll know exactly what I'm about to do to fix it. Okay. And look at this bad boy. Already this thing looks just to die for. And if you're on the other team, that's exactly what we're hoping for, right guys? We want them to die for it. Okay. Corner. Come on. There we go. I'm pretty sure we can clean up this top a bit. Yeah, let's clean up this top a bit. Okay. And then we take this. And we'll put some glass up here. There we go. Look at that bad boy. And that's our tank. But it's not complete yet. We still need weapons. Let's bring out some big guns, shall we? Oh, look at that. Tier 3 plasma. It looks so pretty. Oh, yeah, baby. And because of how big we built it, look at this. Oh. Guess that means we should stick the last one. That's a tough one. We got one more to put down, and not a lot of room to put it. How about we extend this nose a bit? Sound good to you guys? Okay, so here's how we're gonna do that. We're gonna take this, and we'll do like this. And since we want more armor up here, we'll plop this forward, and then we'll go in and start taking our little triangle bits. And we'll plop that right in there. That's going to give us plenty of surface area to work with. Now once again, this is a big old tank. Meant for tier 3. And boom. Look at that. That thing is ready to go. It's almost tier 4, but it's not. We use nothing but tier 3 blocks, and we managed to make a really, really badass tank. Now if you want to, you could kind of move these things around and do as you see fit. And keep in mind that these back ones may not hit so well just because of their placement. Don't be afraid to adjust that a little bit. If you want to make it a little bit more aesthetically pleasing, we could toss some corner blocks right in here, right? And we'll do the same thing on the other side. And boom. But look at that. That is beautiful. Okay. Now I promised we'd go test it out, right? So we'll do that. And then we'll call it good from there. So, we'll try practice, see if it runs, see if it works, and go from there. If you notice, I have no radar or anything like that on here. You can put it on if you want. Me personally, I'm okay with what we got. Oh, she moves like a beauty. Look at this. Perfect steering. Wonderful. Oh, look at that barrage. It's almost like death incarnate, but better. Oh, I missed. It's been a while since I've used plasma. I missed again. Wow, I missed. I'm really bad with plasma, apparently. That all should have hit. Oh, that hit. Oh, yeah. So, if you guys want to build a tank and you want to build it just like this, pretty much just follow what we did. Hopefully this has been good for you guys. And keep in mind, this is my basic model. If you guys want to adjust on it or make it bigger, better, stronger, go for it. But keep in mind that I like my tanks to be kind of big and hardy like this. And those sides really add a lot. Oh damn, you got... How are you still alive? There we go. A lot more shots than I'd like to admit to, but looks badass, doesn't it? Okay. Take care, stay safe, stay well. I'll see you next time. In the meantime, oh, I'm about to go tank girl on this shit. Okay, you should not be alive. There we go. Later, everybody.